Hey Pepper Joe, what's cooking?
What's cooking today is southern greens. It happens to be mustard greens, and I'll show it to you in a minute. Italian style. So you can make this with mustard greens, which I'm using, fresh from the garden, just picked, kale, endive, escarole, spinach, any kind of greens. Let me show you what we've been working on. Here's a big pot of greens that I just cooked down. And these are right out of the garden. We're going to freeze some, keep them extra for the whole season.
Those look good.
And what I've already added here, Penny, of course, indispensable hot peppers, chilies that we dried ourselves, olive oil, the nectar of the gods, fresh ground black pepper, salt, and one of my favorites, I added a little chicken bouillon to spice up these greens, but also like vegetable bouillon, which when we had our produce stand, Pepper Joe's in Myrtle Beach, this was our secret ingredient in the peanuts that we made, the boiled peanuts. Okay, come on over now. I'm going to bring it home. Here's the greens. They're cooking up nice, and I'm going to add 3 more ingredients. Look at these beautiful, with those orange yolks, natural eggs. So to the greens, the mustard greens, you add the eggs. Let me separate that up a little bit and crank it up here a notch. Is that not beautiful, Penny?
Oh yeah, it looks very good. Smells awesome.
Okay, and then just any grated cheese, Kraft, any good grated cheese, you add that in. Just enough to cover the greens. Check that out, Penny. And then here's my secret. It's kind of like Italian wedding soup that you have in an Italian wedding. Little meatballs. Whenever you make meatballs, make a couple small ones. Real easy. Just parsley, garlic, a little bit of eggs, some breadcrumbs. Mix it all together. Salt and pepper. But see, I keep the extra little meatballs and I freeze them. And then check this out. That's my secret ingredient, the small meatballs and olive oil. And I mix it to this. And it's just like Italian wedding soup, like I told you. It's cheese, which is Romano Parmesan blend, but you can use any kind of sharp grated cheese. It's meatballs. And it's eggs.
It looks good.
Well, come here. Let me show you this dish. This is so beautiful. And there it is. Southern greens, Italian style.
Yum.
Okay, I'm going to shut that off. Okay, now speaking of Italian style, Italians are big on cooking. I have 6 brothers and sisters. 3 brothers, 3 sisters. You think your family has problems? Forget drugs, forget alcohol, forget financial issues, educational problems. Every family has some of that stuff going on here or there. You know what I got in my family? I have an Italian sister that can't cook. Go figure that out. The only thing that's worse than that is an Italian brother that's a fanatic. All right, Penny, you were asking me earlier about the kitchen and smells, and what was your question?
Well, I smell something else. What else do you have cooking?
Actually, I have a whole bunch of things cooking. I'm not going to teach you how to cook it today, but I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's finished and prepared. Okay, so here's those beautiful cheese and eggs and greens in the background. And let me show you a couple other things that are so easy to make. This is all about easy. By the way, cooking is 90% preparation and spices. I always say this, it's so easy. That sister of mine that can't cook, I'm going to say this in Italian. Bovenate, Giuseppe, bovenate. It's so easy to cook. Okay, here we go. Now some people would consider this gourmet food. And I want to show it to you already prepared. Come in and zoom in on this. They're artichokes with cheese and garlic powder, onion powder, lemon, butter, olive oil. Is that not a beautiful dish?
Very nice.
I want to show you one more. This is one of my favorites. You can buy this at Sam's Club or Walmart, $2.50. You get 30 bulbs of garlic. And look at one of the things you can do. I roast this garlic up. I roast it myself. Look how beautiful that is. Talk about beautiful food. Has onion powders drizzled on it, olive oil, a couple chili peppers, salt and pepper, and you just pop it right out of the garlic clove, and it's ready to eat. You can pop it like candy. All you do is you get the bulb of garlic, saw off the top with a sharp knife, put it in there, drizzle some olive oil, a little seasoning, and it's ready to go. So that's my secret. Couple beautiful dishes. And any other questions, Penny?
Well, what else are you cooking? I see something over here.
Actually, I do have one more dish. And I only did this to show you how easy it is. You have one dish on the stove, a couple dishes in the oven, and here's one in the crock pot. When somebody says that they can't cook, like that sister of mine, Bobarate Giuseppe, Bobarate, when they say they can't cook, they can cook. They just don't know how. It's all about preparation. Let me show you what I did here. This is a whole chicken. And all I simply did was put it in the crock pot about 4 hours ago. Put some celery in there, some carrots, still fresh from the garden, turnips fresh from my garden, there's a couple potatoes underneath. And it's just slow cooking, and it's in there ready to eat whenever you're ready to enjoy it.
Well, Pepper Joe, you made that look really easy, and your kitchen is just buzzing with stuff cooking. But you have any final words for the people?
I do. One thing I like to do is say bon appetit and salute, because you have to have a fine wine or a nice drink. This is a Grey Goose Martini, up and dirty, with a black olive and a little piece of garlic with it. Just marries up with the food naturally. Fantastic combination. So again, I say salute and bon appetit.
How about any final words?
Yeah, I do have a final word. Something that's really been bugging me. I want to say this. Emerald, move over, buddy. Pepper Joe's here. And he's coming after you with some good cooking. Salute.